Take 46. Welcome to art class with Mr. Darby. Hopefully today you're excited to draw. We're going to do a cardinal on a holly branch, and so I figure with some snow on it, with some little berries, the red berries will match the cardinal. It'll look really good that way. And it's a simple drawing, won't take long. Get your pencils and your color pencils if you have them, or something to color with, and let's get started. All right. Okay, so I think it would be a wise idea to draw with a pencil. I'm going to draw with a Sharpie, and that way you can see it a little better in the video. But you want to make this large. You want to take up your whole paper. So let's start. If you find the middle and come up from the middle and make a circle for the eye, that would be a good position for it. Just below the eye, you can make a letter V or a greater than sign opened up. Don't make it skinny. It'll make your beak skinnier. It won't look as much like a cardinal could. Okay? For the beak, I would like to make the beak so that it's not too long and it's a less than sign or another V turned the other direction. You could put a little circle inside the eye like this so that when you color it in, it'll look like the reflections. You could do that now, or you could do that with your marker later. There. Our head of our cardinal is going to have some zigzag lines. It's going to come up over the head, past the eye, if you look where the eye is measured, past the eye, and then we're going to mostly bring it straight down. Still zigzags and stop at the eye. We want our cardinal to look nice and healthy, so we're going to give him a round body. It's almost going to be a circle shape. In order to do the body, though, we want to start with the wing. So while the bird's sitting on the branch, all we can see is one wing. Let's make a C shape down here. So if you look below the eye, start that C shape or the rainbow shape and bring it up and around. For the bottom of the wing, we want to make it kind of round, but also pointed. So a nice curve and then a nice curve up. Don't connect to the C shape that we drew on the back of the wing. Then here we can kind of make a little line so that we can make a fold in the wing. Okay? Here we can make the back of the bird come down in a backward C, almost like you're trying to make a circle. And it will stop before the end of the wing. So if I make a point here at the bottom of the wing and I bring it up, there's the back of the bird. Nice and round, right? And then here, not on the actual corner or this angle, but a little bit outside of it, we want to start making the body of the bird come down and around. And this is going to be a little jagged too. And we want it to come in and connect right to where the body would have connected if it had gone through the wing. Excellent. Let's go ahead and add a couple lines for feathers. Just 2 is good. If we put too many lines in there, it won't look as clean. Okay? All right, we can also put a line here across the middle for the beak. Can't believe I forgot that. And then they have their little black mask. So just kind of make a line that comes around the eye, under the eye, and under the beak. And we can make that black. Perfect. All right, let's make our feet. So for the feet, we're going to make a C shape and another C shape and another C shape, and then we're going to bring that back up so it's almost like a U. And for keeping this simple, that'll be the only foot that we can see on this branch. At this point, start at the foot and bring the branch down toward the bottom of the page. Start here at the top of the foot, bring the branch out and up, start short on this one, or end short on this one. And you can bring it down and back over and just a little up. Don't go to the very edge of the paper, but get close. Don't make it too short. I bring this down and I make a little bump, and then I can make my branch down here. We're going to do the same thing, going off the edge of the paper, off the edge of the paper, and I get a little wider at the end here. Now we'll make its tail. So the tail feathers, we want to make the tail feathers so they go down behind the branch. As you're drawing a picture, remember, you're always making decisions. Every time you put the marker or a pencil to the paper, your brain is thinking, what am I going to do next? I want you to keep that in mind, because as you work on your picture, you might have a different idea with your creativity or imagination than I have. So you make a decision to change it. Your decision may be to have made the tail feathers come in front of the branch. I like it to look like the bird is sitting on the branch and the tail feathers are coming down behind. You want to make sure it looks like it goes straight through. Don't start the tail feathers over here or over here. It won't look like it belongs to the bird. A little wider at the end, and then kind of a curved shape to connect it. It's not perfectly flat. We can make a second tail feather right along there and a little bit shorter, just like that. Now let's add our berries. So at the ends of the branches, I'm going to make 3 circles so that we can make it look like there's holly there. There we go. Now we're ready to add our holly leaves. The holly leaves are a lot like the curved lines you make for water. If you're trying to draw water, I do this with kids in kindergarten all the time, kind of like water, right? But then just bring the water back around and don't try to make it perfect. The leaves happen to curl a little when they grow, so not every holly leaf needs to look exactly the same. These ones go off the page. Maybe another one here. Put a line in the middle of them. I like to curve it a little bit when I do. Good. And now we can add some snow. So starting here, I'm going to put a little bit of a lumpy line for snow. And here. And maybe here. And down here. There we have it. Our cardinal with our holly and snow. There you have it, our holly bush with our cardinal sitting on its branch in the snow. We could add anything we want to create a background for it. Maybe there's a bird feeder back there, a bird house. Maybe there's some snowflakes back there. Take your time and be creative. Before I start coloring, I like to go in and pick the colors that I'm going to be using for the entire picture, actually. And that way, as I'm coloring, I can just enjoy coloring. I don't have to make decisions about what colors to use. That's already taken care of. So let's lay them down and get started. There you have our simple cardinal on our holly branch, and I hope that you enjoyed drawing and coloring it with me. But that's not the end for this cardinal. In fact, I'm going to be showing you how to turn this cardinal into a stained glass window piece. So make sure you check that video out. You're gonna love it. I will see you soon. Keep drawing, keep practicing, because practice makes progress.